of retribution moved with precision through the murky labyrinth of Kularan conspiracies. Mayor Ian, the venomous puppeteer manipulating our city from the shadows, met his deserved end. Let it be known that our actions have dealt a resounding blow to the heart of Kularan influence, severing the strings that lifeblood of Xarkell. As we bask in the glow of this triumph, let us not forget to see that our vigilance must remain steadfast. The Kalarans, like a tempestuous person? Tempestuous, Jesus. Like a tempestuous sea may yet churn with retaliation. We must stand as the bulwark against their resurgence, ensuring that the dark tendrils of their influence find no purchase in our city. This is a message from the Duke of the Deep himself. Staircases descending straight into water pits. One wrong step and you're into an aquatic tango. Not exactly my idea of a thrilling dance move. Gold mine of secrets. Me, I'm more about the tangible facts and less about soaking tub of weirdness. The waters laced with Epsom salt. For the muscles apparently, but there's more to it. Some unknown compounds floating around doing who knows what. But hey, duty calls, and the Duke wants us to unravel the mysteries of this watery wonderland. Time to whip out the cards, got any tricks up your sleeve. Maybe they'll tell me what's really lurking in the depths of this level 37 circus. Well, maybe once we're all done with once we're all done here, we should probably go and investigate Cherryov's cave once more. Nature level 37 poses a logistical challenge. God.
No, you're good.
One that requires meticulous planning and adaptability. The potential for the unforeseen complications of staircases descend to watery pits raises significant operational risks. The lack of clear exit points is unpredictable. Lighting compromises our tactical advantage. Yet, XILA's success has always been rooted in adaptability. If the Duke deems the pool rooms a worthy asset, I will approach the challenge with the same precision that defines our operations. The key lies in understanding and mitigating the risks, ensuring the mystique of level 37 doesn't overshadow the practicalities of our mission. While I may not share the Duke's fascination with the pool rooms, I recognize the need to explore its potential. As long as our operations maintain a balance between strategic vision and operational viability, we can leverage the unique attributions of this particular level.
What are everyone's thoughts on those journal entries, if they have any to share?
I hope the pool is not very deep. I'm not the best swimmer.
I'm sure all the heavy armor would just make you sink, but I don't imagine the pool would be very deep. With the implications that there's Epsom salt in it, used for muscle relaxers, it's not a typical pool. I'd say maybe it's about the depth of like a standard jacuzzi or a hot tub.
Hello? Onward?
I suppose so. I'll go over this with someone when we get back to the clinic.
And as you go for a stab, yet again, it's like you're kind of poking a bit of like a gelatin with a fork. It is also immune to piercing.
Damn!
Percy put this fucking shit in the encounter, like, you know what, guys? This is gonna be a fun encounter.
Fair in here.
This is
Love
incredible.
oozes.
Bon
Jovi turns around and gives you this look.
Yeah, I will say more. I don't know, bud.
Jonathan. How do you want to do this?
Well, it's a ooze, and I imagine punching ooze is really weird, so I go forward for the punch. And because it's essentially pudding, it offers no resistance, so I imagine I kind of fall into it, and it just splats everywhere.
Just punching and making sure it continues to not exist. You continue to deliver punches to it while it kind of recedes like a scavenger who's just been cornered, and it kind of settles into the floor. It takes a very sharp detective's eye like yours, unmoving, to kind of perceive the irregularities in it. You don't think much of it. There's always something suspicious going on in a long, empty hall like this. There are some tables here with some old, tattered, burnt pieces of books, like the sheets of paper and parchment just kind of strewn about. It looks like a lot of sheets of paper and parchment thrown about in a haphazard way. But the walls have a very fluid, almost liquid-like motion. It is likely a trap.
Like, he's standing there holding his staff, kind of like Gandalf holding the sword. And then you just see him slowly sink into the ground. And then he just, like, pretty much does, like, a 90-degree turn in the earth and just starts going.
Just kind of slowly but surely burrowing through. You have a bit of ways to go, but you can do it with you could conceivably get to the other side in 1 minute. You only have 10 feet of speed, but as I said, you can get across this. Let's measure it out. Almost a little over 100 foot space tunnel here. And so all of you watch as your companion, the pirate captain Faradir, begins to just dig his way around the constricted hall. Xarkell's betraying their own. To work for some topsiders, huh?
And when the mission involves having to deal with terrorists that have blown up a Xarkell theater.
Oh, come on now. Soldiers wearing uniforms have done worse in Xarkell. But you wouldn't know about that, you're not a native.
That doesn't give you any justification. People have died in the theater, and many would have died. But you didn't know that, do you? It's all about your grand revolution. Your ideas are justified as long as you keep pushing your agenda. People can die for all you care.
She looks like she's about to speak, but the horse beast man stops her with the finger.
Crit. For all the king stuff.
You get that buxom harlot.
I know you're shooting out venom here, B, but his words have a stronger potency from across the mist.
Yeah.
And she'll say, next time, get a better fucking crew, and she'll launch a fireball at you guys.
You fucking loser. You can't just do that.
As you guys watch as Adrian activates his boots, and he runs up the wall and delivers a haymaker to the succubus.
This is what you hear.
Not the cloak. They are destroyed.
What?
As you're chugging this, Jonathan,
This motherfucker killed one of my remaining 3 crew.
as you're chugging this potion, Jonathan, and finishing it, you hear Bon Jovi collapse his head towards your feet, sloped downward, drops the great sword, and you just see Lihan just kind of wiping some blood off his mouth, him just giving that stare down like in the token.
Dude, John is drinking his potion, he hears this behind him.
Essentially. Oh my god, the storytelling.
Shut the fuck up. Double nines.
2
Oh
nines.
my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro.
Jonathan, how do you defeat him?
What? He still has health. Oh my god, he's dead?
You have just one-shot him, correct?
This dude really said, I'm going to smite evil and crit
What are
this
you gonna
man.
do?
She's gonna quickly glance over to both your companions who have fallen, and she's gonna throw down her kukri and raise her hands up and surrender. As she kind of like clicks her tongue in frustration.
We captured her.
I will go ahead and now end the combat here.
What if we, I'll fucking drink the shit 3 times. I don't care.
We can make 2.
We need the mnemonic. What is it? Mnemonic acid, I believe. We need 3 of it. For 3 people, if that is the approach we're going. Currently, we have none.
Sure, Isilme's got some locked away somewhere.
Well, we'd have to ask first. We can't go off the assumption at the moment.
You could call him.
The horse woke up? I'm kicking him. in the head. It's not even for funny. He's a monk. He's dangerous, even if tied up. I don't know what the fuck he might do.
Here, I'll call him.
That's why I walked away.
Yeah. Oh, just.
I imagine I dial him and it's like the line you're calling is busy. Like, motherfucker, just put me on hold.
I'm against killing them either way.
From a
would
purely
rather-
pragmatic standpoint, mnemonic acid elixirs are more expensive than their tongues, so...
Oh, no, I believe you. Making potions and elixirs is a very expensive job and hobby. I wish to relay that information to them. Thank you, Dr. Isilme.
Thank you again, B. I'll send you the coordinates as soon as we end the call. If need be, just let me know if there are any updates to the situation you're all in.
All right. There's only one more area of this abandoned clinics apparently, so it should be out here relatively soon.
Very well. See you later. Drops again to the ground, restraints behind her. She just kind of gives you a wry smirk.
Cast it again.
I'll kick her in the face.
You kick her in the face and she kind of lets out a grunt.
Whoa. Faradir, you should go
I'll start
assist.
drowning her again.
Faradir, no!
It can always stop. It's easy to stop. He says as he's like kind of holding you away with one arm.
I'm gonna smack your hand and stop you. Stop drowning the woman. We need the information.
It's called waterboarding. It's a valid technique.
It's a form of torture. I just said torture doesn't work with getting information.
Yeah, but it works at making me feel better.
Adrian, what did you see up there?
There's a locked door.
Okay, Adrian here. I'm gonna toss the key up to you.
Nice nudge the key.
Given the escalating threat posed by these creatures, immediate assistance is required from fellow XILA operatives. Coordination, both in terms of strategic planning and direct intervention, is essential to neutralize this threat. Our collective expertise is needed to devise a counter strategy that addresses the telepathic manipulation, counters the sabotage, and restores stability to the region. Operatives are urged to convene for a strategic planning session at the Fitz-Robert apartment complex, where a detailed analysis of the threat will be presented. Requests for aid to the Duke of Darkness on planet Rovan has been sent. And thankfully, he has returned our messages with a renewed interest. The MGB has been harassing him and a few agents in Klar and Xarkell. Keep a lookout as we convene in safe civilian spaces.
I have a question.
What's that?
While they were doing that, could I beseech my my great old homeboy and see if he can assist on the matter of the mind realm?
Wasn't that connection severed?
Make a nature.
Not yet.
Or better yet, you can make a lore ocean check if you like.
Ocean man.
With a +1.
Take me by the hand, lead me to the land.
Oh.
that you understand.
Great old yours one. And you feel a process. It feels a bit invasive, as if you are consciously violating her spirit, her soul, her psyche. The resonance of your patron's power are intertwined with her mental faculties. You can feel a residual echo of dread. This time, instead of like just a faint glow, Faraday's eyes are ablaze with like an eldritch fervor, and he begins to keep like sigils and glyphs appear around him. Faraday, as she lies on the floor with her eyes glowing, her mouth open, what questions are you looking to ask?
Pull from these powers, and they pull from you.
Oh, yeah, I know about that. Trust me, I've been doing this a while.
What
Give
I'm
and
getting
take.
at is this city is under eyes from the same old ones. Sometimes even just the slightest mention of them, the slightest use of their powers, push and pulls, a very delicate balance. Just watch yourself, Faraday. This may come off as a warning, but it's...
Worried about me, Johnny boy.
Stepped in. Aside from when you stepped in,
I'll let go of your arm.
lightning shot up as the whole room was just like lightning was kind of crawling across the floor, and it targeted all three of you. And as you kind of shrug it off, as it kind of jolts your body, you have to stand firm your ground and just take, dodge a little bit of it, but also take the rest of it. As the electricity kind of shuts off, and you kind of compose yourselves again. You look around the room to kind of rummage through the supplies. It isn't a chest per se. It is actually, the chest is just representative of what you see in the room. So let me go ahead.
Grab her and
did she ever
jostle her
did
around.
she ever get slashed, or is she visibly bleeding?
She is.
Dude, cool. I'm gonna open my alchemist kit again. I'm gonna take out a syringe and I'm gonna plunge it into her, and I'm taking some of her blood.
Gotcha. And as you kind of take the blood, as you kind of take the blood, she'll say in Vishkanyan, put it to good use.
And in Vishkanyan, I will say back, I haven't had a chance to use my own blood yet, but I know Vishkanyans carry a very potent poison. So I'll be sure to put it to good use.
Thank you, Kin. And as you all continue, you begin to burrow your way through the tunnel that Faraday had expertly carved through.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I guess as we entered, we will say, Damian, I need to speak with you real quick.
You kind of.
I'm gonna.
He looked like he was gonna give you a kiss, but you walked away, so he just kind of awkwardly goes back to his walking position.
Pardon me.
He had the mask on.
Yeah, kiss my forehead.
Kiss his penis. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Weissman, how's it going?
This is a fucking sigh.
You didn't get my messages, so I figured you were busy, but.
Look, it's been a long night.
Oh, yep. Okay, no, I understand. I'm sorry.
It's noon.
That's fair. That's fair.
Dude, Adrian, this fucking creepo. Of XILA that we had encountered.
Whoa, you guys fought XILA?
Yes, three rather strong members of XILA. We defeated them and, did our business with them, but before leaving, Faraday had used some sort of eldritch connection to make this sorceress woman speak from her soul, I think you could say, or speak from her own mind. And he had asked him to list off notable members of XILA and the name. I said it was shit. I gotta open the journal again.
You're good.
And the name Anisi came up was a notable member of XILA. Specifically said that they were a black dragon, and I'm praying that we don't actually have to go after or against this black dragon, but if we do, I'll let you know beforehand, I guess. For peace of mind, yes.
Just kind of blankly nod. He's not quite sure if he quite understands the implications of what you just said.
Yeah, I know he doesn't. He's a little stupid, but it's okay. I'll leave the hug and I'll say, thanks for hearing me out, Damian.
Yeah, no problem.
I gotta wait for Dr. Isilme in the locker in the break room.
All right, I'll talk to you later. I gotta pee.
Well, let me help you with that.
Whoa.
Yo, let me.
Do that.
No, he was looking, but he didn't comment. So you're not quite sure if that's any confirmation or if that's just a passive glance, you know?
I don't think anyone in this building has studied me from head to toe.
Except one woman in your life.
I said anyone in this building.
It's true. I'm just thinking about people who you've known.
There's been a lot of women who've studied Farinir head to toe.
Let me go ahead here.
It brings me back to this nice Scottish lass.
Scottish lass. Let me go ahead and do this. Alright. Dr. Isilme will pull out some folders from his filing cabinet. Look at all of you as you have gathered around the break room here. Many thoughts and opinions and likely plans for what happens next. That is, we'll end the session proper.
Yeah.